What's up, y'all? It's Rodney Sr, man, and we back with another episode of Rod's Point of View, man. I hope everybody having a good day today, whatever time of the day it is that you might be watching this video. Now, today, I kind of came up with this just off the spur of the moment type of a thing, but it's February. At least at the time of me making this video, it's February. And y'all know what February means. Taxes. Everybody getting their income taxes back. And I just want y'all to take one thing from this. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for spending your tax money. Because I don't know if y'all forgot, but taxes is literally a refund of everything you paid back the previous year. So, yeah, when I get my taxes, yeah, you gonna know about it. I don't give a fuck about you knowing I got my taxes. I still work. You feel me? But, yeah, taxes equals people buying used cars. And as a mechanic myself, 5+ years in the industry, I done seen a lot of people buy some lemons during tax time, and then around this time next year, they gonna be looking for another car. So today, I got 5 tips for everybody out there looking to buy a new used car off a lot, Facebook Marketplace, your friend that's selling a car, whoever, you buying a used car. I got you 5 tips and a guideline basically to go off of buying a used car. Mind you, I do inspections all day at work. All day. If that's the station that I'm assigned to that day, all I do at work is inspect cars. If you know, like I said, if that's what I'm doing that day. So y'all can take what I'm saying as legit. And I'm certified, went to college, all that shit. But hey, let's jump right into it, man. Let's jump right into it. Y'all know I gotta spark up first, though. Oh, and I'm still having technical difficulties with my mic. I don't know, y'all. I'm not a fucking media person. I don't know what's going on with it. Everything plugged up how it's supposed to, but yet it's still not working. So I don't know, but I'm here. So, like I said, let's get into it. So, getting ready to buy you a new used car. I'm not against used cars. I'm not against used cars. My job, we sell used cars. So, I'm not totally against them, but I guess I'll throw this in as an honorable mention. If you can go to the dealership, try to go to the dealership. I know they ain't gonna be able to approve everybody, and you know they want credit scores and all kind of shit. I understand that, but if you can go to the dealership, because they sell bullshit too. But at least they got a service department. You can take the vehicle to if you know something go wrong. You can get real warranties. Like, the dealership just a better off experience versus buying from some mom and pop lot or, you know, off of Facebook Marketplace. But the first thing that you want to do when you buying a new used vehicle is do research on the vehicle. You want to find out the common problems. You want to look and see what other people think about their car, because every car come with its problems. I ain't seen a car yet that ain't never had a fucking problem. You gonna blow out a tire. You gonna need some brakes at some point. You gonna need an oil change at some point. Every car, you gonna have something that you gotta do to it. But when you do research, you can find out some of them problems ahead of time versus buying the car and then just being clueless on what you just bought. Because like you want, y'all wouldn't believe me when I tell y'all how many people buy cars and the only thing they know about the car is the name of the fucking car. They don't know what engine in the car. And you ain't gotta be no mechanic to know what engine in your car. I'm just throwing it out there. But they don't know what engine in the car. They don't know what tire size they car is. They don't know none of that shit. And then when you take it to the shop and you get lowball, it's because of that. Because they gon' know that you don't know. Versus you pull up and say, man, look, I need an oil change. I got a 5.3 V8. It take 8 quarts of oil. Now the mechanic or whoever finna look at your vehicle know that A, you know about your vehicle, and 2, I can't just tell them anything because they know a little something. So it's important to do your research for them reasons. And just to see what kind of car you got. Like I said, I can't stress this enough. Don't buy a fucking Honda just because it's a Honda. Honda's good vehicles, but just because I bought me a Honda, it ain't gonna never mess up. No, you can't have that mindset. You gotta maintain the Honda so that it don't mess up. But the next step or the next tip in buying a used car, check the Carfax. Check the Carfax, see what kind of accidents it's been in, if it's been reported. Make sure the VINs match, all that kind of stuff. That's what Carfax is there for all the stuff that we can't see. Because when accidents get reported and then they take the car to get it fixed or whatever, you won't never know that car had an accident if you buy it. If they take it to the right person and they able to bring the car back to life, you would never know that it's been in an accident unless you check the Carfax. So that's there. Like I said, VINs, you would be surprised how many people take an engine out of one car and put it in another car. And now your VIN, like the VIN number, go to whatever that engine came out of. So always check the Carfax, all that good stuff. Number 3, third tip. Y'all, this the one right here. This is the one right here that a lot of people mess up on. You done did the research on the vehicle. You done checked the Carfax. This the step right here that I don't know if people feel like they just ain't got to or what. Take a certified mechanic. Let me say that again. Take a certified mechanic or automotive technician, whatever you want to call it. Take them with you to inspect the car. You might have to pay a direct fee, $40, $6, whatever the mechanic might charge you. But take a certified mechanic with you, because when you buying a car, which people already know this, the seller is gonna tell you whatever they need to tell you to get the sale. Oh man, it just need this. It just needs that. Take a certified mechanic with you. And when I say a certified mechanic, that's exactly what I mean. I don't care what your daddy said. I don't care what your uncle said, your boyfriend. They not mechanics. I'm sorry to tell you, but if they don't get their ass up every day to go work on cars, and that's all they do, they not mechanics. Now they're men that know about vehicles. I ain't gonna take that from them, but they not mechanics. So you can't go off of just what they say, because they'll tell you some shit like, oh, that's a good car. Go on, get that car. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Then you buy the motherfucker, everything in the world wrong with it because you took your daddy word for it. Versus just hiring a mechanic. Yeah, most mechanics, when it comes to shit like this, if we do charge, it's gonna be minimalistic because we don't know if you're gonna buy the car or not. You just paying me for my time and my expertise to make sure you don't buy a piece of shit. Basically. Now, I will say, you got some mechanics that will even look at a car and not properly, diagnose it. But I would rather have a mechanic not diagnose the car right versus somebody that just think they know about cars. So that's the third step. Come to buying a used car, take somebody that actually does this for a living. Reach out to a mechanic, or if they let the seller let you test drive the car, pull up to a shop. Ask them for a routine inspection. It's gonna cost you, but at least you will know when you get done with it if you buying something good or if you buying something bad. So that leads me to my fourth tip. And this one really kind of apply to men because some women, they know how to do this, but this is more of men buying a used car. Bro, check all the fluids. Check all the fluids. Or transmission fluid, if it got a transmission dipstick, or transmission coolant. That's a big one. Coolant. Please make sure the vehicle got some coolant in it. Power steering fluid, brake fluid, windshield washer fluid. Check all that. Check all that. Because just because you pop the hood and pull the dipstick and see it got oil, that don't mean the car good. They could have just put that quart of oil in there before you pull it up. Just so you would think it got oil in it. Like, you gotta think like how a seller's thinking. Yeah, I know he probably gonna bring a mechanic and he probably gonna check the oil, so let me throw a fresh quart of oil in it. Nah, I want to look at the coolant. I want to check the brake fluid. I want to check all that shit and make sure all the boxes under the hood checked off before I buy this car. And a couple tools that you might need. This is not a requirement, but a flashlight and let me see, a tread depth gauge. A tread depth gauge. Now this right, y'all know what a flashlight for. This right here is to check the tread on tires. Because a lot of tires is another thing that people just kind of tend to overlook until it's too late. When you buying a used car, you don't want to have to go straight to the tire shop. Especially if you're spending a nice amount of money on the vehicle, you're going to want to turn around and spend even more money to put new tires on it. Nah. So what you do is, if your mechanic with you, he probably going to have one of these. But if not, get you a tread depth gauge. This like $3-4 at AutoZone, anywhere really that sell car stuff. You can get you a tread depth gauge, and this ain't just for buying cars. Like, this for checking the tread on your tires every couple thousand miles to make sure they're getting the right wear, even wear. Excuse me, but yeah, check all the fluids in the car. Make sure at least. Because a lot of cars these days, like power steering fluid, stuff like that, that's kind of sealed. But oil and coolant, them two fluids that you need to make sure for a fact that car got. Because if it ain't got no oil in it, it can go catastrophically bad. If it ain't got no coolant in it, it can go catastrophically bad. So make sure them two in there. Everything else, transmission fluid, power steering fluid, stuff like that, it depends on the make of the vehicle if you can check them. But every single car, you can check the coolant and the oil. So do that, and make sure you ain't buying a lemon. Because it's easy to look at a car You got the cash for it. You like, man, fuck it. Whatever wrong with it, I get it fixed. You defeating the whole purpose of you buying a car. Some people buy cars with intent to fix them up, but that's a project. That's a project car. 9 times 10, they got a daily that they use every day to get back and forth for work, go get kids from school, all that kind of stuff. If you looking for that vehicle, do not skip out on none of these steps. Just telling you. And the final tip, and this is just from my opinion as a mechanic, take the vehicle to get the oil changed. So we're going to assume you bought the vehicle. You did the research, checked the Carfax. You took a certified mechanic with you to inspect it. And you checked everything during that inspection. You decide you want to get the vehicle. Okay, cool. Before you go buy some flow mats, listen to me good. Before you go buy some flow mats, some air fresheners, go get it tinted. Whatever you plan on doing to the car, go get an oil change first. Go get an oil change first. An oil change, hell, it depends. Like that's another thing. Just depending on where you take it to. But go get an oil change on the vehicle, because I noticed as my over my career as a mechanic, a lot of the build up and metal shavings and shit gather in the oil pan. So when you get your oil changed or you change the oil and you see that it's like black, but you kind of see little bits of sparkles in there, that's metal. That's metal shavings, metal debris inside your oil pan. Crazy thing about it is, if you buy a used car, you don't know what the condition of the engine is. You don't know. So if you go get an oil change and you tell them, man, when you drain the oil, inspect the oil and see, what it look like. They gonna be, whoever, changing the oil gonna be able to tell you, man, it look good to me. Or they gonna say, man, I did see a lot of metal shavings as the oil was draining. Metal shavings is not horrible, because over time, as we drive our cars and we put wear and tear on our cars, metal shavings are gonna gather in the oil pan. But it's a difference if it's a gradual thing versus if you buy a car and you go get the oil change and the oil look almost gray because it's so much metal shavings in the oil. That's a telltale sign that it's something else deeper than what they told you wrong with the car. That's another reason why you take a mechanic with you, because you can pull the dipstick, check the oil, and be like, I mean, it got oil in it, but you don't know what to look for in the oil. The oil could be black as fuck. Like, that mean they ain't changed the oil in forever. Or it could be gold or clear. They just got the oil changed. So that's why you gotta have somebody with you that know about this shit, so that they can't just feed you a bunch of bullshit. Because like me personally, I know when I go on inspections with people looking to buy cars, I'm checking everything. Everything that I can get to within my immediate, without having to break down too much. The air filter, I'm testing the battery, the cabin air filter, windshield wipers, AC, stuff like that. I'm checking stuff that's right there that I could easily get to. So I know, all right, the AC ain't blowing cool. That's one thing that they need to get right. Or the window switch for the passenger rear window not working. Like, you need somebody with you to take care of all that for you. So when you buy the car, you don't have to worry. Because buying a car is like it's like one of them events in life where you would never feel just 100% comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go buy some food from wherever, we know we finna fuck that shit up. Like ain't no question about it. But it's different when you buying a car, because when you buy a car, this your hard earned money, tax money. I don't give a damn where the source of the money come from. That's your hard earned money, and I don't know nobody in humanity that like to give their money away. Usually it's some kind of reason for why they giving their money away. So for you to go buy a used car, and then not even 2-3 months down the line, you didn't have to put new brakes on it, new shocks on it. The mass airflow sensor went bad. You put new windshield wipers on. You done ran up $500 to $1,000 within 3 months of buying the car. That's why it's very important, very, very important to follow these 5 tips. Let me see if I can come up with a bonus one, because there's so many things that you gotta consider when buying something used. I can't think of nothing else right now off top. I know there's plenty of other things you can do, but I just can't think of none. These the 5 that I came up with. If you're in the Jackson, Mississippi surrounding area and you're looking to buy a car, I am a certified mechanic. So that being said, like I said, Jackson, Mississippi surrounding area, you looking to buy a car, but you kind of sketchy. You like, it sound good, but I don't know. You free to hit me up. Facebook, Rodney D, Thompson Sr, and Instagram _IamRod._. That's where y'all can find me at. So, it's been another video with your boy Rod Sr, man. 5 tips on when you buying used cars. A checklist, if you will, things to do, and the most important rule on this paper. I ain't even gonna call it a rule. I say the most important tip on this paper: hire a mechanic. That's gonna save you a lot. It's gonna save you a lot. I know Dad been around a long time and he know a lot about cars, but I promise you, he don't know everything. And that mechanic that you hire, he gonna know a little bit more, just because he do this every single day. But it's been your boy Rod Sr, man. We gonna be back with more interviews, more videos. Thinking about doing a sneaker collection video too, but we'll have to see, where we end up with that. But it's Rod Sr, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, share this. This a video right here that I want y'all to actually share, like, with friends, because I don't want nobody to lose their money. I don't want nobody to lose their money. I'm sorry, but I'm the kind of guy, like, it hurt me when somebody bring me a car and I know it's a lemon, but they done paid $3,000 for it, $4,000, hell, upwards of $7,000-$8,000 for this car, and then you bring it to me to look at it, and I find $10,000 worth of work wrong with it. That fucked me up. So y'all just take y'all time. Be careful too. Be careful when you shopping. A lot of people, will advertise one thing and then try some whole other shit. So just be careful when you out shopping for these used cars too. But we'll be back, man. Plenty more content coming. Y'all stay tuned.